You sense they're not okay. He's just summarizing the movie, in my view. Don't be upset by the story. If he dies, feel sad. If he fails, the story and laughter begin. And she says it's been like this for a long time, back in the days of my mom and your mom, when they were still just kids. They used to love dolls and take care of them as if they were their mother, until a feminist doll comes along. Look, back in the days of my mom and your mom, they used to take care of dolls because they were like their mother. Now, feminists claim, I don't want to be a mother, and you must pay me to accept this role. The feminist doll represents a beautiful, strong, independent woman like Barbie. Back then, children stopped playing with dolls as mothers, discarded and broke them, and started playing with Barbie instead. She became a symbol for girls, inspiring them to be like Barbie. And thanks to her, girls' problems worldwide were solved. Barbie Land, where Barbie is also known as Barbie World. But the key place is Barbie Land. It's a place full of Barbies of all types, shapes, colors, and sizes. They're living an ideal life there. Every day we see one of the Barbies wake up from sleep. Checklist: identify main ideas, remove redundancies, retain key actions and names, shorten repetitive explanations, maintain original perspective. Rex jumps up to play when he hears the sound of playing, while Nono splashes, jumps, changes color, and goes to play with Grandpa. Let's refocus. In summary, Barbie lives an ideal life in Barbie Land, where everything is perfect and available. Even when she pretends to drink, her life remains ideal. There's also a Ken, Barbie's boyfriend. Since there are many Barbies, there must be many Kens. They don't all have to be together, but that's how it is with friends. He was trying to get Barbie's attention by surfing, but he falls flat on his face really hard. Barbie takes him to the hospital, but unfortunately, he's fine. Barbie doesn't feel anything. Akab invites her to a nighttime party at her house, where all the Barbies are present. Barbie dances and sings with the other Barbies and Kens. Those are the Jamaicans. Ken's isn't sure who they are, but what matters is they're all friends at the party. Ken tries to get close to Barbie, but she tells him, "Go away, son of the sleeper. I'm not in the mood. Tonight is the Barbies' night. No one is inviting anyone to anything." And we notice that Barbie is thinking about death for no reason. Okay, a day with friends. Barbie is just like any other regular Barbie. She wakes up from sleep and gathers them, and they start playing Rixie, Hebby, Hobie, Shabby. They bring the toys, and on top of the toys, an No-No-Non scatter. No-Non, we found her. She grabbed it and goes down to play. I think I overdid it a bit. Sorry, I want to leave. I got embarrassed too. I came back. So basically, the next day, Barbie wakes up. But her day goes by in a very strange way. She wakes up feeling annoyed and the food gets burned. She used expired soup and other old food she had. Then Barbie goes to the beach and, for the first time, stands flat on her feet instead of her toes. How did you stand like that with a brace on your leg? She tries to walk but can't, so she sits for a while, but the brace keeps bothering her. They asked her what's wrong and what's going on. The first to help wondered what was happening. Now her leg will hurt, because of course, her leg touched the ground. When her leg touched the ground, they said, maybe there's something wrong with it, maybe it's infected. And this is the real original problem in the real world. She cut her hair, got beaten and wore makeup, all taught by Layla. This changed her look in Barbie Land, making her appear strange. Barbie says she can't help. So she goes to the real world to learn why her leg touched the ground. Her day feels odd, and she no longer wakes up and covers herself. Afterward, Barbie visits the original Barbie and asks, "What's your problem?" But the original Barbie tells her that it's the first time she's seen this case, and asks her about the other symptoms. Barbie confides she often thinks about death and feels her life is off track. The original Barbie says, "This has happened. There's a problem with the barrier between Barbie Land and human dreams, causing the girl who plays with Barbie to experience psychological issues, which affects Barbie too. Barbie must enter the human world to find this girl and help her, so she can fix things in Barbie Land. Barbie and the girl are closely connected, and the original Barbie gives Barbie a choice. Barbie must choose between returning to Barbie Land or entering the human world to learn the truth. She then tells her, we continue talking, and I didn't like how the movie went. So Barbie tells her, "Okay, fine, I need to know how to go, so what should I do?" Then Barbie actually tells her, "You'll ride a pink car, then a boat to a rocket, then a plane, and finally a convertible. You'll go to Los Angeles, then to California, where you'll meet the girl. To return, retrace your steps. California to Los Angeles, then take a convertible, board a plane, transfer to a rocket, then a boat, and finally a pink car. You'll come back and I'll hug you. I won't repeat myself, but I thought you might need me. God be with you, my daughter. Rely on him, I entrust you to God. She goes to join the rest of the group, and she starts her long journey. I am still here, and she will rise. On an icy road and from a cart on a boat. From a boat to a rocket, from a wanderer to a plane, and from a pilot to the mountain, Musaya Laos will travel from Los Angeles to New Orleans, then from California to Rabat, and return the same way. For her, California is escape. She agrees and moves on. It's normal. After everything I said above, which is from the car, Ada's hair is finally done. Anyway, the leader of the group arrives at the human world, and they keep staring at her because of her clothes. And they're just sitting there, trying to flirt with her. Honestly, she's getting hit on, and she feels like maybe it's better to die or something. Anyway, she tells them, don't bother yourselves. I don't have any sexual energy at all, honestly. Abu al-Sahab. She realizes the world is more masculine than she expected. Then a man harasses her. So she hits him, and Yasmin and the police arrive, right? They go to a clothing store for regular clothes. But when they realize they have no money, they leave together wearing them. Even Kank, Barbie, and Ken act normal in the park, or Barbie gets annoyed with them. So she tells him, go take a walk somewhere and leave me alone. May God not harm you, son. She reassures herself to approach the girl and play. In my day, the doll played with the man and vice versa. Now, she goes to the doll to play. Oh boy. Don't get me wrong. I mean the doll she plays with. The key is, with friends, she notices the girl and her problems, but doesn't really understand. But where is she? Is that doll also my friends? And when she opens up to her, she finds herself just a doll. Where did all this blood come from? Where did I come from? I'm crying, so I have tears. So she looks around and sees girls and boys sitting, carrying bags and looking tired. And the pregnant woman is like Barbie, completely glowing. The light stops at them, and it's hot, and it's disgusting. Anyway, she looks next to her and finds an older woman. The woman usually gets annoyed and says, your daughter is very beautiful. Her friends join her, and they all head back to the girl at the manufacturing company, nearly called Matliani. He arrives. He informs the president that 2 dolls have escaped from Barbie Land. So he sends soldiers after them to bring them back before they cause a disaster or before humans find out that there is a world called Barbie Land. Actually, Barbie approaches the girl playing with her, and the girl immediately asks, who are you? What do you want? Barbie responds, I'm Barbie. Don't you know me? What's wrong? Don't you know Barbie? You make little girls feel insecure, always wanting to be perfect like you. So Barbie gets upset and sits alone. She realized she had hurt many girls, like in all those cases. Also, why is there so much talk on Instagram about how it harms young girls and teens? Her mom brings Mattel's soldiers who take her away. That company entirely. Yeah, what's up with that, man? Why don't women run that company? Yeah, sorry, my bad. Their response is always a bit awkward. Anyway, the point is, the whole board is men and the manager is also suspicious, so they get a bit tense. So she excuses herself to go to the bathroom and tries to escape. After a lot of running around and a bit of a silly chase, Barbie enters a room with an older woman in the kitchen, sits with her, and learns there's a woman working at the company as usual. I mean, come on, why are you acting like the police this early in the morning? But still, Barbie's friends just keep going on with their usual routine like nothing happened. So she manages to get out of the company successfully, and she runs into the mother of the girl who was playing with her, who is trying to save her because she used to work at that company and knows what their intentions are. Barbie also finds out that there was another woman working at the company. Barbie's friends get in the car, and she discovers her mother opened the Barbie doll from her childhood during a period of writing about death. Barbie then realizes her mother has been playing with her, not the daughter. Barbie was linked to the mother all along. What is this? But they can't celebrate long as they're chased by car, and Barbie's friend is eventually caught. She gets a pretty silly idea, just like her, which is to take the mother and daughter with her to Barbie Land so they can be safe there and all that. And she actually takes them with her to Barbie Land, and they have an unforgettable time there for a while. When Barbie realizes things have changed and the men have become macho, waiting for Barbie's pity, she wonders how it happened. Also, about the friends we forgot in this summary. Barbie mentioned them. He took a walk in the human world and found books about men. How control shifted to just talk, like when he started following Andrew Tate and speaking to followers that way. Anyway, what matters is that he became something. He went back to Barbie Land and taught the rest of the Kens what he learned. He taught the rest of the Kens this stuff he knew and how to make the men control Barbie Land. It's called Barbie Land. And honestly, Barbie and her friends started to lose hope, and she said, I'll try here until someone comes and does something about it. But as for the mother and her daughter, you go back to your miserable human world and leave it. My knowledge is no longer my knowledge. Actually, the mother and her daughter start their journey back to the human world again. Through, well, the way I mentioned at the beginning, I won't say it again, that's your responsibility. But the companion's father says his daughter told them they must return to save Barbie and Barbie Land. The mother agrees, and they continue on their way. Arriving in Barbie Land, they find Barbie in her original house, now a refuge for Barbie's resisting Ken's changes. The group encourages Barbie, helping her regain confidence. They said it's about regaining confidence, and I wondered, am I really that attractive? The important thing, my friend, is that she has to stop Ken. So the Barbies encourage her, and she gets up to restore Barbie Land to how it used to be. The Barbie team starts moving in Barbie Land. Whenever they find a Barbie brainwashed by the Kens, they wake her up and remind her she's a Barbie. She's not supposed to serve Ken until all the Barbies wake her up. And they plan to trick her and the Kens into fighting each other. On the day of the vote for Barbie president, while they're all fighting, they vote for Barbie to become president and return Barbie Land to her again. They make the Kens fight by having the Barbies move from one Ken to another, making the Kens jealous of each other. No, that's not his or her Barbie. I want my Barbie. I want her. And then they fight and vote at the same time. And that's it, my friend. If you've reached this point, you probably need to see a psychiatrist, and I also need to see a psychiatrist and get help. Stop recording. The shaft light will ruin the video. What are you doing, Mom? My friend, when you reached here. So it's a shame to tell you that Toda crossed the line.